this could mean only one thing. Well, it could mean a million things, but it actually means only one thing. Now, I'll get to that in a minute, but first I want to talk about how I nearly died, which may or may not be in the title. It depends on how this ride goes. You can never predict a title during a motovlog. It just doesn't happen. Obviously, this is not meetup footage. Come on, if you're gonna... Come on, you can do it. Long skinny on the right, you bitch! Stay... What the... Jesus, people! People cannot drive over here today. Need to pull their head out of their asses and need to get away from these people before shit happens. Best use of an R1 to get away from stupid people. I only have a little bit of meetup footage. This year I knew there was going to be a million motovloggers there, and I was kind of in charge of helping out a little bit. So instead of spending my time motovlogging, I decided to take a back seat to the motovlogs and help set up and help coordinate and get everything moving and keep it going. So I did get to meet a crap load of people. That was exciting. I met a ton of you guys, and I also got a jar of pickles, so there might be another pickle story coming here soon. There is going to be probably one video, but it's going to be more of like a moto vlog like you normally see at the meetup, with a lot more of an explanation of what happened during that crash and afterwards, because that's when things got a little dicey for me, is when I had to lead the rest of the group out of there. So that's coming. Yeah, and right into my lane. Right into my lane. Why? What is wrong with people today? Go choke on a dick! Get off your fucking phone. There's the problem. Raging today. As you are probably already aware, 614 Honda borrowed my CBR for the meetup, and 3D Machines borrowed my WR. Real cool guys. I was glad to let them borrow my machines. I had no problem with it whatsoever. But they were over at Motornosity's house because they all flew in, and they were all over there craziness. So I went to go pick them up last night. So I took the wife in the truck. And true story, when we got there, I did not have ramps to put the WR into the back of my truck, so Motornosity, for some reason, just turned all green, got all swollen big. He picked the damn thing up, put it in the back of my truck. Hunter Honda called, said, hello, and he shrank back down to normal size and started Twitch streaming. As we were leaving the neighborhood, there's a light near there. The light turned green. I started going, and quickly realized that there was a car in the oncoming traffic coming from this way that was not going to stop. I stopped. She blew through the intersection at like 50 miles an hour, nearly hitting another truck that was pulling away at the same time we were. But it was a close call. It was not like super close. I've had closer, but this was different because the wife was behind me, and I don't really talk to my friends and family about these close calls. I don't want them to worry, especially her. So she doesn't hear about it. When I go for a ride, she hears about the fun stuff, the things we did, the things we saw, but she doesn't hear about the close calls and the crazy people. That's not what I wanted to see. So this was her first experience, and unfortunately it was a pretty close call, and it was firsthand. So she was visibly shaken and very upset over that whole incident. That actually sucked, and it's one of those things that, I mean, if you ride, the close calls happen, you know, they do on occasion, some of them closer than others, but you get used to watching for these people, and you know that someone's going to be on their phone doing dumbass things, and you just look for it, and you get used to it. But when you're not riding a motorcycle, you're not, and you got to think free shit. You got to think, you know, your family and your significant others, your friends that don't ride, don't necessarily understand that, and when they see something like that or hear about it, it's troubling for them, as long as they really love you. So on the plus side, my wife really does love me, and unfortunately the GoPro was off. Of fucking course, it died earlier that day, or earlier yesterday, and I did not get any of the footage. But for what you are probably interested in hearing about, why is the WR in the back of the truck? The WR is not broken. No, I am going on another business trip. Yeah. So during those meetups, you can never really spend a lot of time with one person. I got to meet a lot of people, and then I kind of had to move on, and something needed to be taken care of for the meet, or I was talking to someone else. So if I came off as a dick, guys, I apologize. There was a lot going on for me, and you know, next meetup probably, now that I'm used to it, won't be so bad. But I digress again. I didn't get to see my SVK buddies, you know, Subimoto, Hoosier Rider, Ray, what's his name now, Wax, you know, all those guys. I didn't get to really see them, and it was kind of unfortunate. They did some other supermoto rides that I didn't have my supermoto, so I couldn't do those things. I couldn't really go on any rides because I don't trust this bike. But I'm going to go up to, after my business trip, I'm going to go up to Dallas for Cars and Coffee, because their Cars and Coffee is better, and that's where the Dallas guys go. So it is short notice, but it was also short notice for this business trip. If you're going to go to Cars and Coffee in Dallas, come say hi. I'll be there on the WR as long as it doesn't break. And I know it's probably going to rain, but I give exactly 0 fucks. And I feel bad that the other fork seal blew on the CBR while 6-foot had it. Probably not from him doing crazy wheelies, probably just because it was friggin' 8 years old and had 30,000 miles on it. But it got all over the brakes. And that bike does not stop worth shit now. The brakes were needing to be replaced soon, but yeah, it is just straight up dangerous to ride that bike right now. So, trusty R1. Oh god, never thought I'd be saying that. Pulling through. This is my only working bike. I cannot get the WR out of the truck because I don't have a ramp and I'm not the Incredible Hulk like Motonosity is. And when I come over here, it can be for only one thing and one thing only: fried chicken. You know, I actually have started watching my calories. I started like, did some research, figured out what I was supposed to be eating, how many calories and all that stuff. So I'm watching it, and I'm watching it go right over what I should be eating, so I'm going to make this one of the last stops like this. I'm going to start eating better. You know, unless they have like a salad, which I think they got some pretty good salads. God, FryRiding eating salads. What does the world come to? That's the guy who keeps towing my bikes when they break down. Man, this thing really needs a toast exhaust. That's toast, not toast. If you use toasted as exhaust, you're a damn microwave. I'm quite aware that made no sense. Don't like my new gloves? Dionysi. I finally got myself some decent gloves because my hand kept going really numb on this thing, which turns out it actually wasn't the gloves, it was just the R1. But I've always had like really cheap Cycle Gear brand built gloves because they actually fit my fingers well, and they were really cheap. For like a year I had like these $14, $15 gloves because they worked. And now I actually have nice ones, and I'll be honest, these are $100 friggin' and it's hard to feel the difference. They just feel like new gloves. Nice! Man, what is it with all the idiots today? And now you're gonna go slow as hell to get on toll road. Oh, you're eating your sandwich. You're too damn busy eating your damn tortilla roll, or quesadillo. That's what it is. It's a quesadillo. So look for the my meetup moto vlog coming here soon. If you're going to be in the Dallas area for Cars and Coffee, don't forget to come say hi. Oh my god, fried chicken makes me burp. Until then, do not forget to like, comment, and of course, the most important thing, do not forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my other videos. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace!